What is going on, everyone? It's your guy, Cole Jackson, back here on Road Graders. And today we are going to be diving into the Road Graders and talking about a matchup that I think the Baltimore Ravens can exploit against the Buffalo Bills this weekend in the divisional round. Hit that like button, hit subscribe if you're new here. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about what I'm about to tell you. This video is brought to you today on the Russell Street Report, courtesy of DNL Tinting. Go check out dltinting.com. Multiple locations across the Baltimore area. Car detailing, window tinting, all that good stuff. Go check them out. So let's get right into the matchup here. So Ravens went with multiple backs or tight ends or both on 89% of their snaps. So the Ravens played in heavy on 89% of their snaps. Obviously, a lot of this is no Zay Flowers, meant a ton of 12 personnel, 22 personnel, bringing in Ricard, bringing in Kolar, bringing in their heavy alignment. This season, when you look at the full season, the Bills defense used base on just 3.6%. In fact, they used dime on 16% of their snaps. So they're a nickel based defense, basically. So that Taron Johnson is their slot corner, very impressive slot corner. Really like that kid. Very, very good football player, but lighter personnel, obviously. If you go look at the week 4 matchup, the Ravens used that heavy alignment, not quite as heavy, and we'll talk about why here in a second because of the 6-0 line snaps, on 75% of snaps, and the Bills matched with base on 24.6. Some of the context in that is obviously the Bills were missing players. I don't think they had Bernard. I don't think they had Milano. I don't think they had Taron Johnson. So a much different looking personnel grouping, but still, only still, using that base defense, getting into, a 4-3 type look on still only 24% when the Ravens are running for 246 yards down your throat. That's really telling to me. And if you look at what the Ravens did to the Steelers, they didn't just play heavy. They didn't just play 22 personnel. They played 22 personnel with a 6 offensive lineman. So, they were just playing one wide receiver sets. They basically were telling the Steelers exactly what they were going to do. They were saying, we're going to run it down your throat and you're not going to be able to stop it. Are the Bills going to be able to respond to the Ravens using this? Can they get that penetration up front with their defensive tackles? Because Cam Hayward couldn't get it. TJ Watt couldn't get it. They're pretty deep on that D line in Pittsburgh. They got a lot more bigger bodies. They play a base 3-4. So they're able to get those extra DNs, D tackles in there with their edge players, and they still weren't able to answer. So let's jump into the film and take a look at how the Ravens did it. So here you're going to see exactly what I mean. So this is 22 personnel. You got 2 tight ends on the right side with Kolar and Likely. You got Ricard in the backfield. So there's your 2 running backs, 2 tight ends. And then as your left tight end, they're basically in a goal line offense here. They wouldn't even have a wide receiver on the field here. So they got their left tight end as Josh Jones. Josh Jones played 15 snaps in this game. So that's what I mean by they didn't just play heavy. They played super heavy. They brought out the heavy artillery in this one. And so here you're going to see the Ravens are going to use a little mixture. Usually when they run power, they like to motion Ricard across. That's what they're going to do here, but they're going to come back to the right as a counter. And so just to show you how it is counter, you're going to see Derrick Henry step with his left, go back to his right, take that handoff from Lamar's right, and then Ricard obviously looping back to his right. And you're going to get those down blocks from Rosengarten, Falele, a pull from McCary. Kolar is going to climb to that second level, and then you're going to get basically 2 pullers. You got McCary coming down to kick out TJ Watt, and then you got Patrick Ricard going into the second level as the lead blocker. Kolar makes a good block. Derrick Henry takes that up. So that's what I mean. They're telling you exactly what they're going to do there. They're saying, we're going to run it down your throat. We got an extra offensive lineman in here. We don't have a wide receiver on the field. Come stop us. They still gash them. Doing it again here. We got the exact same alignment. Ravens are going to just run power here. So this is what I mean. Here's that motion, and they're just going to actually run power. So Falele, you get the down blocks here from the left side of that offensive line. Falele is your puller. Ricard moving up the middle as well. Right there. Ravens get that up. That was on 3rd down, so they take that for a 1st down. Then what they did here, again, same alignment, 22 personnel. Josh Jones is the extra tight end opposite the two tight end set, and they're going to actually run toss. This to me was Todd Monken at his finest because they're lining up in this alignment. See how condensed they now have a 6-man defensive line. They're obviously their edges on the play side, or on the wide side, TJ Watt, or no, sorry, that'd be Highsmith. Highsmith playing inside Likely shoulder because of how they're trying to condense. And so that sets up perfectly because Likely is going to be able to work him outside and create that space. Derrick Henry goes for a big run. And that's again, there's no secret to what they're doing here. They're lining up in heavy, they are running the football. And to go with some of the work of these big men, I wanted to share with you guys that I am proud to be an affiliate with One Bone Clothing. One Bone makes clothes for everybody with their unique sizes ranging from -3 to 8, small to 8XL. So whether you're playing on the gridiron, hitting the gym, or need clothes that simply fit better into your everyday life, One Bone has something for you. They are sponsors of O-Line Masterminds. You can see Teron Armstead, Creed Humphrey, Lane Johnson here as spokespeople. They love the offensive linemen, as do we here at Road Graders. You can take a look at their best sellers. They have everything from t-shirts to polos to jackets and vests to ensure every need is met. You can go over there and you can use promo code ColeJackson15 for 15% off any order. Be sure to go check out their fit guide to get started on your perfect fit. Again, that's promo code ColeJackson15. I'll drop the link down so you can go check it out. Back into the film here. So we are going to once again, let me bring this up for myself, get here in a heavy alignment. We have Josh Jones back in here. 22 personnel, blah, blah, blah. You guys just heard me already explain this. They're going to motion across, and they're just going to run this up the middle for a touchdown. And this, to me, was Josh Jones' most impressive rep. I really love how this kid just kind of came in off the bench as a 6 offensive lineman and just grinded. He grinded all day. And I so much respect for that kid. He's been working his tail off since becoming a Raven. And so what you're going to get here, Ricard's going to motion across, like I said, and he's going to be your kick-out block. So you're going to get down blocks from the left side of your line. You got Falele pulling. Ricard's going to kick out Highsmith. So Highsmith comes in there. And so Josh Jones is going to collapse down, and he's going to try and find that linebacker in the second level. And that's what springs this run. It's Josh Jones making this block. So a Landon Roberts, you can see him right there, number 50 in between the hashes, is going to come downhill. You're going to see him help Stanley, give a nice little tray block there. And then he turns back inwards to his left and clears out Roberts, which creates this gap. So without Josh Jones having the awareness to see Roberts come downhill, you can see right there, I don't know what Queen's doing. He takes himself completely out of the play. Falele pulls into him. Josh Jones helps with that second block and then turns in to Roberts, and he just goes right between Josh Jones and Ronnie Stanley. Phenomenal block. This was the play here that basically ended the game. They come out in that heavy alignment. Instead of Josh Jones, we got Ben Cleveland. So, I mean, 7 offensive linemen played in this game. No injuries. Feels kind of ridiculous. And they weren't even rotating. It's just they're bringing in different big personnels. This is obviously a alignment that they've practiced. It's their QB power. So you're going to get Henry out here at the left side. They've stacked up the right side with 2 tackles. You can see Rosengarten in there at right tackle. Stanley's in there as a tight end. Ben Cleveland's your second tight end, and then Kolar outside of him. So, like I said, this is an alignment that they would have practiced specifically to run QB power. They're going to go to their right. McCary pulls, and Ben Cleveland, look at him working there, finishing in the second level. Love to see that. And that was the play that basically iced this game. I think there was 4:44 left, and it was just basically first down, and then there's no time left after they drain that clock. The game was pretty much already over. They're down 14, but I mean, if they don't get this, they get the ball back, they score, they go for an onside, that sort of thing. Like, you know what I mean? So this was the game that just ended it. So just great work there. You see Cleveland, Ricard, all those big boys working. And then we get a couple more of these heavy sets here. We got Josh Jones in there again, 22 personnel, same old in terms of alignment. And they go back to that toss play, and there's Rosengarten. Look at Rosengarten out here in working just that leverage point. So he's going to get outside. And again, I love how they're using a finesse toss out of heavy alignment. Just stuff that Todd Monken was in his bag. And you see Rosengarten get out there, turn that in. Likely is going to clear out. It's going to be a nice gap here between Rosengarten and Likely that Derrick Henry is going to cut up into the second level. again, with this type of alignment, you're looking for 2-3 yard runs. And they've carved out multiple big gains, multiple 5+ gains, and that's exactly what you want to see. Justice Hill in here, but again, 22 alignment, left tight end is Josh Jones. I'm just going to run this up the middle. Justice Hill is going to make someone miss. Now they flip it. Once again, going heavy. Derrick Henry up the middle. Daniel Falele getting over there on that pull. So this really, to me, is one of the key mismatches that the Baltimore Ravens could exploit in this game. If I don't expect them to do it a ton, but if they need to grind out some clock, if they need to go short yardage, if they line up in this heavy alignment that just beat up a Pittsburgh Steelers D-line, how's that going to work against a team that plays lighter and just has lighter guys on the defensive line? They don't have the big defensive tackles. They have more finesse guys. Guys like Ed Oliver, still phenomenal football players, not taking anything away from them. I just don't know if they're ready for that style of football. And to see the Ravens grind that out in an AFC North playoff division battle that's known for physicality, can they take that over to the AFC East and run it down their throat, doing the same when they need to? Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this breakdown. Thank you to DL Tinting and to One Bone for sponsoring. Again, go check out that promo code for One Bone, Cole Jackson 15. Go over there, save yourself some money. Check out One Bone. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other.